Jake Zyrus, and this is the truth. Jake Zyrus, formerly known under the mononym Charice, born Charice Pempengco, May 10, 1992, is a Filipino singer and television personality. In 2007, after some appearances on Philippine television, Zyrus sang on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and the following year, he made several international television appearances, including on the Oprah Winfrey Show. He then began performing in concerts with David Foster and Andrea Bocelli, among others. Zyrus released the studio album Charice in 2010. It entered the Billboard 200 at number 8, making it the first album of an Asian solo singer ever to land in the top 10. The single Pyramid from that album, featuring singer Ryaz, is Zyrus's most successful single to date, charting within the top 40 in a number of countries after its debut live performance in the Oprah Winfrey Show. Crossing over to acting on television, he joined the cast of TV series Glee later in 2010 as Sunshine Corazon. In 2011, Before It Explodes, written by Bruno Mars, was released as the lead single from Zyrus's second international studio album, Infinity. Zyrus was one of the 4 judges of the Philippine version of The X Factor, on ABS-CBN, in 2012. He came out as a lesbian in 2013. He released further albums Chapter 10 in 2013 and Catharsis in 2016. He adopted his current name in 2017 and discontinued the use of Charice Pempengco, after having male chest reconstruction and beginning testosterone treatment. Early life. Zyrus was born as Charmaine Clarice Relucio Pempengco in Cabuyao, Laguna Province, Philippines, and was raised by single mother Raquel. To help support the family, Zyrus began to enter singing contests at the age of 7, from town fiestas in various provinces to singing competitions on TV, eventually competing in almost 100 such contests. In 2005, Zyrus joined Little Big Star, a talent show in the Philippines loosely patterned after American Idol. Eliminated after the first performance, Zyrus was called back as a wildcard contender and eventually became one of the finalists. Although a consistent top scorer in the final rounds, Zyrus did not win the title in the finale, placing third. Zyrus made some minor appearances on local television shows and commercials, but essentially fell off the radar after Little Big Star. Only in 2007 did Zyrus gain worldwide recognition after an avid supporter, False Voice, started posting a series of performances on YouTube. These videos received over 15 million hits, making Zyrus an internet sensation. Career 2007 to 2008, discovery and early work. In June 2007, producers Attain Songs Productions, a music publishing company in Sweden, invited Zyrus to a demo recording seeing online videos. Zyrus recorded 7 songs, 6 covers and an original song called Amazing, and was next invited to the South Korean talent show Star King on October 13, 2007, singing And I Am Telling You I'm Not Going and a duet of A Whole New World with Kwon from Super Junior. Having seen online videos, Ellen DeGeneres invited Zyrus to appear on her show. He flew to the United States for the first time and performed 2 songs on the December 19, 2007 episode, I Will Always Love You and I Am Telling You. Following this American debut, Zyrus made a second appearance on Star King on December 28 as the most requested foreign act, performing Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive and singing a duet with Lena Park. In January 2008, Zyrus was invited to Malacañang Palace to perform for President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Returning to the international scene, Zyrus next guested on the April 8 episode of The Paul O'Grady Show in London, England. The Philippine debut EP Charice was released in May 2008. This mini-album, consisting of 6 songs and 6 backing tracks, was awarded gold certification in the Philippines in October 2008, and reached platinum status in 2009. Zyrus appeared on the edition of May 12 of the Oprah Winfrey Show in the episode World's Smartest Kids, where performing Whitney Houston's I Have Nothing. After the show, Oprah Winfrey contacted David Foster to see what the music producer could do for Pempengco. Zyrus performed with Foster for the first time as one of the entertainers on the May 17 opening of the MGM Grand at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Ledyard, Connecticut. This was followed by a debut on the international concert stage in Foster's May 23 tribute concert, Hitman, David Foster and Friends, at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, performing a medley of songs from The Bodyguard as well as The Standard, and I Am Telling You. A CD, DVD of this concert, including Zyrus The Bodyguard medley, was released on November 11, 2008. The show was aired several times on PBS and other public television networks starting in December 2008 under the Great Performances banner. One of the singers at the concert was Pempengco's idol, Andrea Bocelli. Bocelli subsequently expressed interest in performing a duet with Pempengco with an invitation to be a guest on his birthday concert, the cinema tribute held on July 20 at the Teatro del Silenzio in his hometown of Laggiatico, Tuscany, Italy. Aside from the solo performance, Zyrus sang a duet of The Prayer with the famous tenor in front of more than 8,000 people. Zyrus was invited to perform for the Feyenoord centennial anniversary in the Netherlands held on September 26 of the same year, singing the team's anthem, You'll Never Walk Alone, in front of a crowd of about 50,000 football, soccer fans in a guest appearance on the Dreams Come True episode of The Oprah Winfrey Show on September 9. Oprah referred to Zyrus as the most talented girl in the world. After singing Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On with David Foster on piano, Zyrus was surprised by Celine Dion's appearance via satellite, at Oprah's invitation, inviting Pempengco to sing a special duet at New York City's Madison Square Garden as part of Dion's Taking Chances tour. The promised duet took place on September 15, dedicating Because You Loved Me to Pempengco's mother. The performance received rave reviews in the New York Post and the New York Times, and was eventually featured on the September 19 episode of The Oprah Winfrey Show. Zyrus would then perform at the Andre Agassi Grand Slam for Children benefit concert at the Wynn Las Vegas Casino Resort. In November, Pempengco and David Foster appeared on Good Morning America to promote Foster's tribute album, Hitman, David Foster and Friends, performing The Bodyguard medley and I Will Survive. 2009 to 2010. First major performances, Charice in 2010 and January 2009, Zyrus performed at two pre-inauguration events in Washington, D.C., in the lead-up to the first inauguration of Barack Obama, the Realizing the Dream Gala at the Hyatt Regency Hotel and the Pearl Presidential Inaugural Gala at the Mandarin Hotel. February performances at two post-Oscar award events followed, Oscar Night at Mr. Chow's and Oprah's Oscar After Party, held in the Kodak Theater. Zyrus then debuted a new original song, Fingerprint, composed by Robbie Neville and produced by David Foster, and then appeared in April in the season premiere of Tila Show Una Canzone, an Italian musical variety show televised from Teatro Riston in the city of San Remo. Zyrus performed I Will Always Love You, I Have Nothing, The Prayer, and Listen, and went on to sing the Star-Spangled Banner in front of 57,000 baseball fans during the Los Angeles Dodgers' 52nd season home opener at Dodger Stadium. In May, Zyrus released the second Philippine album, My Inspiration. The album consists of 12 tracks, including Always You and a cover of Helen Reddy's You and Me Against the World performed as a duet with Pempengco's mother. The album was certified gold in the Philippines within 2 months after release, and then platinum in December 2009. Also in May, Zyrus would again perform at a David Foster and Friends concert held at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. On the May 18 episode finale, Oprah's Search for the World's Most Talented Kids of the Oprah Winfrey Show, Zyrus debuted a first internationally released single, No to God, written by Diane Warren and produced by David Foster. The single was made available for digital downloads on the same day and debuted at number 24 on the Billboard Hot Digital Songs chart, number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 9 on the Hot Canadian Digital Singles chart and number 35 on the Canadian Hot 100. Later that same month, Zyrus was again invited to sing at the Tila Show Una Canzone show as a special guest. The first major concert for Zyrus was called Charice, The Journey Begins, presented to a sold-out crowd on June 27 at the SMX Convention Center, SM Mall of Asia in the Philippines. Guests included Christian Bautista, Kiwala Desma and Little Big Star finalists. On June 28, 2009, in concert, Zyrus revealed a planned duet with legendary pop singer Michael Jackson, explaining that Jackson's lawyer said that Michael had chosen Zyrus to be his special guest on his tour, but Jackson died before the tour could begin. Zyrus contributed to 2 Christmas albums in 2009, first as David Archuleta's duet partner for the song Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas on his Christmas album, Christmas from the Heart, then contributing a rendition of the Christmas song to the compilation album, A Very Special Christmas 7. Zyrus was one of the headlining acts on the David Foster and Friends 10-city North American tour that ran during the fall of 2009, and made a cameo appearance in the feature film Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel, released in North America on December 23. The official movie soundtrack includes Zyrus' rendition of No One by Alicia Keys, accompanied by the Chipettes. Later in the month, Zyrus appeared on the grand finale of Singapore Idol as a guest, performing 2 signature songs, The Bodyguard Medley and No to God. 2010 to 2012, Charice in Infinity. Charice in 2011. On January 23, 2010, Zyrus appeared on Io Canto, a renowned singing competition in Italy, performing international standards and an Italian favorite called Adagio, made popular by Lara Fabian, in Italian. On January 31, Zyrus was featured as one of the musical acts on the NBC sports program Silk Soy Milkskate for the Heart, raising awareness of heart disease. Zyrus performed No to God and debuted 2 new songs included in the debut album, In This Song and Breathe Out, later retitled as Breathe You Out. The album version and club remixes of a second single from the international debut album, Pyramid, featuring Ayaz, were released on February 23, 2010 and March 2, 2010, while Reprise Records dropped the album itself on May 11, 2010. On the same day the launch, he made another guest appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show along with Justin Bieber. Pempengco's worldwide promotion of the album was the subject of a 12-part mini-documentary 30 Days with Charice, filmed by Allo TV and published at teen.com. On June 22, Pempengco confirmed joining the cast of the hit U.S. television series Glee for its 2nd season. Later the same week, Charice released a promotional single called Crescent Moon in Japan, an English rendition of the Japanese song Mikazuki by Ayaka. During the inauguration of Philippine President Benigno Aquino III on June 30, 2010, Zyrus sang the Philippine national anthem in front of a crowd estimated at more than 500,000. July's promotional tour for the album took Zyrus to Thailand, the Philippines, Japan and South Korea, including a 3rd appearance on Star King. On September 7 the premiere of Glee's 2nd season was held in Hollywood with Zyrus in attendance. Zyrus' character Sunshine Corazon, an exchange student from the Philippines, presents lead character Rachel Berry, played by Lee Michelle, with serious competition. On November 30, Zyrus appeared on NBC's Christmas in Rockefeller Center, performing 2 songs from the Christmas EP, Grown Up Christmas List and Jingle Bell Rock, with producer and mentor David Foster. Zyrus also performed The Prayer with the Canadian tenors and David Foster on the piano for a Christmas special on CBC television. In December of that year, Zyrus became Operation Smile's official Smile ambassador, joining such celebrities as Jessica Simpson, Billy Bush, and Zachary Levi in the organization's global efforts to provide free surgeries to children born with cleft lip, cleft palate and other facial deformities. 8081, on January 8, 2011, Zyrus was launched as the new endorser of Aficionado Germany perfume. This event, at the SM Mall of Asia concert grounds, titled, gathered an audience of 85,000. On February 13, 2011, Jake's music special Charice, Home for Valentines was broadcast on the GMA7 television network in the Philippines. From February 21 to 25, Zyrus embarked on a solo tour to Japan, performing in 4 shows held at 3 Zepp music halls, in Nagoya, Tokyo Dates and Osaka. It was announced that Zyrus had begun to record new material for an upcoming 2nd international album. The comeback single, Before It Explodes, written by Bruno Mars, was released on April 18, 2011. The day after its release, another single, One Day, was released on iTunes, co-written and co-produced with Nick Jonas. Louder, the 3rd single, was released on May 20 bundled with another song, Lost the Best Thing. On September 14, 2011, it was revealed in a Japanese broadcast that Zyrus would be singing the theme song to the video game Final Fantasy XIII 2, New World. The 2nd studio album, Infinity, was released exclusively in Japan on October 5, 2011. On January 18, 2012, Zyrus launched a 10-city tour across Asia to promote the official release of the studio album, Infinity. Due later in 2012, the tour began in March 2013 to 2015, Chapter 10 and Power of 2. On June 8, 2013, Zyrus revealed plans to release his 3rd album in the Philippines entitled Chapter 10, containing covers of a few favorite modern songs, before heading back to Los Angeles to record more a new international album. The album was released on September 6, 2013 through Star Records. The lead single was a cover of Titanium. On August 3, 2013, it was announced that on August 10 GMA Network's drama anthology series Magpakailanman would air an episode titled The Charice Pempengco Story, in which Zyrus reenacted scenes based on real life. A joint concert with Asa Segar followed on September 28 at the Smart Arena Coliseum, dubbed The Power of Two. Zyrus sang Right Where I Belong for the direct-to-DVD movie The Swan Princess, A Royal Family Tale, 2014. In interviews, Zyrus reported almost losing the role after publicly coming out as lesbian in 2013. Zyrus appeared on the October 19, 2014 episode of Oprah, Where Are They Now? In 2015, Zyrus reunited with Foster to perform a version of Sam Smith's Lay Me Down on Asia's Got Talent. Artistry influences. In 2010, Zyrus said that his mother, a former pop vocalist, served as a primary musical influence. He begged her for singing lessons beginning at the age of 4. Growing up, the family listened to many types of music, especially artists such as Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Destiny's Child. Zyrus has also expressed admiration for Lady Gaga and Beyoncé for attitude, fashion, and vocal style, and stated a wish to work with both of them someday. Zyrus was also a fan of Michael Jackson, 98, and Justin Timberlake and wished to work with Eminem, Dr. Dre, Chris Brown and Ne-Yo. Zyrus performed Earth Song by Michael Jackson with Ne-Yo at the David Foster and Friends special in Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas in October 2010. Voice. Prior to his transition, when he was known as Charice, Zyrus received positive recognition for his vocal talents.